How does one do their hair for YouTube videos? Hello, good morning, if it is morning where you are. Today I have a really exciting, a somewhat exciting video. So I'm actually shooting this over the course of about a week because I am moving. Okay, not moving cities, but I am moving to a new apartment in Brooklyn and I'm really excited. I won't go into too much detail because I don't want anybody stalking me. Sorry, let me get some coffee real quick. Homemade oat milk. Okay, I didn't spill. Oat milk is the way to go, guys. Okay, so a few days ago I asked the Instagram community if they had any pertinent questions about moving, about how to reduce waste while moving, and I got a lot of really cool questions. So the first question that I got was about boxes. I know that when moving, a lot of people tend to buy cardboard boxes or some sort of hard plastic reusable boxes. So I really wanted to try to not have to buy any new boxes because I feel like it's sort of just a waste of money. You use it for a short period of time and then you throw it out or recycle it. So I actually asked a couple of friends who had moved recently and one of them gave me this awesome tip. Shout out to my friend Alex. She's at Zero Waste We. I'll tag her in the caption below. Her suggestion was to check a local liquor store because they tend to have tons and tons of boxes that they bring in. So I'm gonna go to this local liquor store near my apartment and hopefully I'll be able to find something, so let's go. Well, I hit the jackpot. I've got lots of some smaller boxes. These ones are already broken down, so I'll have to get some tape to tape them back up. But yeah, this is definitely a start. I won't have to buy boxes now. Shout out to Henry's on Melrose and Central in Bushwick. Thank you. Okay, I just got back from schlepping all those boxes. Those are low-key a lot heavier than I expected them to be, but now I have a ton of boxes. All I need is to find some tape so that I can put some of the boxes back together. Some of them are already assembled. Are you inspecting the boxes, boo? How do they look? All right, they pass. In terms of what to do with boxes afterwards, I'll probably just break them down and recycle them. I might ask around and see if some other people will be moving shortly and might try to give it to them. Already the boxes are secondhand because I took them from local liquor stores, so I will do my best to see if anybody else can use them, but if not, then I will probably just end up breaking them down and recycling them. Okay, a couple different people asked how to transport breakables or delicate items. Do I wrap in newspaper? So actually what I will do is I will just use some blankets or some bed sheets or some towels that I have and use that to wrap some of the more delicate items. I feel like the most delicate items I might have are probably mason jars and then maybe some mirrors or some pieces of art. Would definitely recommend using towels, linens, anything that you have on hand that could sort of protect it. Newspaper is also a great option. If you don't have any newspaper, go to maybe like a local bodega or something that they might have older newspapers that they're trying to recycle. Newspapers are a great option. They're also great because afterwards you can compost or recycle them as long as they're not soiled. Okay, so another question I got is how to reduce Scotch tape. In terms of tape, I don't really have a great suggestion. My only suggestion would be to find somebody who has some tape that they're not using and they don't plan on using and ask if you can borrow some tape from them or if you could just take it. I'm sure that there are some local buy nothing groups near you that somebody is trying to get rid of some tape that they have on hand. So definitely check buy nothing, check free Craigslist too, and hopefully you'll be able to find some secondhand tape somewhere. Another person asked, how do you feel about companies like Feather where you can rent new or used furniture? I've never heard of this company, but it honestly sounds like a very cool concept. I feel like if I had the choice, I would definitely rent my furniture because moving and schlepping sofas and mattresses and bed frames around the city is such a hassle. And if you have the opportunity for somebody to come pick it up when you're finished using it, that is a really great idea. Plus you're not adding to the waste system. It's sort of part of this circular sharing economy. Furniture is the #1, I think, least recycled item. And so often I'll just see perfectly usable but maybe slightly damaged sofas or chairs or bed frames or whatever it is on the street, and because people don't want to repair it, it just ends up getting thrown away. I think renting furniture would honestly be one of the better solutions to this furniture issue that we have. Another question I got: how are you going to cut down on trips to the dollar or hardware store for small plasticky things? Definitely would recommend going back to the Buy Nothing, free Craigslist, ask your friend. I feel like so many people have this drawer filled with junk that they kind of need but kind of don't need, and I think if you ask around, I'm sure some people will have things like tape, thumbtacks, sticky tack. If you are looking for something like small tools, some places have a tool library where you can rent out tools, so definitely look online in your area and see if you guys have one of those. And last but not least, my favorite question. So with my kombucha SCOBY, I'm definitely taking it with me. It can last a couple of hours outside of the fridge, so I'm definitely just gonna transport it. Just like with pretty much every other aspect of zero waste living, my best tip is to be prepared and start early. I started posting things on Craigslist a couple weeks ago just because I knew that this is stuff that we wanted to get rid of or sell or make money off of. So I actually have a running list of the different things that I am trying to sell, things I'm trying to give, things I need to recycle, and things I want to dispose of. So I'll sort of run through every aspect of this organization list that I have. The first thing is things that I want to sell. So like I said, go to Craigslist, go maybe even on LetGo. There are several different apps or websites that you can use to sell your old furniture, and hopefully you'll be able to make some money off of that. After selling, the next part of my list is give or donate. So there are some things that I might bring to like a local charity shop. Ideally, I'm gonna try not to do that because they're always so inundated with items. So I am asking around friends, I'm putting things on Buy Nothing and Craigslist, and Buns as well. That's an app that you can download for free. It's actually a trading app, so definitely would recommend checking them out. So another thing I just did is posted a bunch of stuff onto the Buy Nothing group. Some things I'm trying to get rid of are things like a sofa cover, and some cookbooks. Hopefully somebody will be able to take it. I won't have to throw it away. Okay, y'all, I kid you not, I posted this on the Facebook Buy Nothing group 10 minutes ago, and already 3 people have messaged me asking for some of this stuff, which is great. So awesome. I'll be able to get rid of some of this stuff without having to throw it away. And they'll go to new homes that I know they will all be used. So really happy right now. But the next part of my list is recycling. There's some things that are a little bit too old to donate, so this mostly has to do with things like clothing or other cloth items. So I have a couple of bags of things that I have been meaning to recycle, and I just haven't had the time to go do it. So today I have gathered a bag of items. I have things like really old shoes and pants that are have too many holes in them. I'm actually gonna bring all of that to the North Face, where you can bring old items, old clothing items, and they'll recycle it for you. It doesn't have to be just North Face items. Clothing recycling is also one thing that is very much lacking. There's not a lot of infrastructure to recycle clothing. So right now a lot of people just end up throwing it away. But if you have a North Face near you, definitely go bring your old shoes, your old clothes there, and they will recycle it for you. And finally, the last part of my list is dispose. Unfortunately, there are a lot of things in our homes that are either really old or they're just too far gone. They just end up having to get thrown away. I know that not everybody has all this time to plan so far in advance and get rid of everything in advance so that you're not super stressed out the day of, but realistically there are probably going to be some things that you end up throwing away. So I've added to the list the items. There's only one right now of things that I know will probably end up getting thrown away, which is just this rug in our living room. I am going to try to give it away for free on the Buy Nothing group, but I am going to realistically put it on my dispose list. So if that doesn't happen, then I will know that it's something that will need to get thrown away. It is packing day. We are packing using these boxes, using bags, doing as much as we can. When it has come down to it, there are some things that are getting, well, putting them out on the street, so they might not totally be wasted, but there are some things that we are not able to properly dispose of or get rid of. We have some cups, we have some like old water bottles, some empty glass jars, so hopefully somebody will be able to use them. I almost had a couple of people who were interested in the rug through the Buy Nothing group on Facebook, but ended up not working out. So unfortunately that will also have to get thrown away. Those are all the tips that I have for you. If you have any other questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments. If you're interested in an apartment tour video once I am settled, please give this video a like, subscribe if you're into that. Anyways, thanks for watching and I will see you guys next week.